We have to stop normalizing subpar, bare minimum, crappy husbands and partners. And let me tell you where I'm coming at with this. I was in an abusive and toxic marriage where things were far beyond just bare minimum. But I did deal with those things as well. I did not have a partner that helped me clean, helped me, with the kids. I was primary parent, primary caregiver. I also worked full time. I, had 4 kids in a marriage like that. 4. We're not going to get into why and why I stayed and all of those things. Trauma bond's a thing. But I remember thinking when I was in that marriage that if the only thing I was dealing with, like if I was just dealing with like the lack of cleaning and the lack of help and the lack of, just the lack of partnership, that I would stay. I remember thinking that to myself, like if the if the toxic part, the abusive part, the infidelity, if those things didn't exist and I just dealt with the subpar partnership, I would be okay. And now I am married to an incredible man who is 100% a partner, who helps me not help. Let's get rid of that. It's not help. He lives here. He has, taken on the responsibility of being a parent to these kids. So it is also his responsibility. But we are equal partners. And I still find myself shocked when he just does things that normal people should do. But I realize it is so normal for women to accept subpar partnership because there is so much like outside of that bad out there. Like if you were in a marriage where your husband doesn't help you clean, doesn't really do much without you asking 100 times, you're the only one taking care of the kids, but you think to yourself, well, he treats me okay and he's nice to the kids. Excuse me. And at least it's not abusive. My friend Jenny, her marriage was abusive. At least it's not like that. If you find yourself thinking that, it's still not okay. It's still not what it should be, and you still deserve more than that. And then I see TikToks where we make jokes about this, right? Like we make jokes about like um bad husbands and bad partners, and like it's just men and men will be men. And I'm like, when did we become so okay and normalize subpar partnership? And I know there's women out there that are not great either, but I obviously am coming at this from the wife and mother's perspective. And I am so thankful for my husband because now that I've experienced it, I know it can happen. For one, I know it exists. And I know, like, I know, which I'll never have to settle because I'll be with him for the rest of my life. He's stuck with me. But I I don't know. We as a society, we have grown to just accept that men do less and it's okay. And I'm just here to tell you, we don't need to do that anymore. We don't need to do that anymore. Um, you deserve an equal partner. You deserve that. Okay, that's all. That's my TED talk for today.